So just getting in right from the top, why do these things exist? Why do we have kitchen hood fire suppression systems at all? And that really comes down to the kinds of hazards that we're protecting when we put one of these systems into a building. So you got to keep in mind that 6% roughly of all the reported non-residential building fires do occur in restaurants, and that on average, there's less than one fatality per 1,000 fires, but about 11 injuries for 1,000 fires and about 23K in loss of property or product per fire. 60% of those fires do occur due to cooking operations. And when you really look at the hazard we're protecting, the reason this is such a place where you need special protective measures is because you have a fuel source in your grease or in the cooking medium, right? The oil that is flammable and also liquid. So you can have a source of fire, a complex hydrocarbon, if you want to get complicated about it, that can splash and spread and make a real flaming mess, frankly. And that's very dangerous. And we need to make sure that we've got an adequate means of protecting against that kind of fire, because it's really dangerous to property and really dangerous to human life. So these hood systems also exist partially because they're required by codes, but as we know, these codes are there for a reason. The specific fire codes that apply for these systems are NFPA 96, and that pertains to the hood, the exhaust system, the way that these things need to be cleaned on a regular basis. And NFPA 17A pertains specifically to the fire suppression system itself that sits inside that hood, monitors for any sudden rise in heat or a fire, and allows the system to put out that fire. There's also NFPA 17, and that is the standard for dry chemical systems, like the kind that get used for a paint booth or a commercial manufacturing facility. And there's really nothing that these systems can do to prevent a fire if it's not coupled with training. So it is so important that everybody working in the staff in a kitchen understands what to do in the event of a grease fire. So these systems are designed to automatically activate, but sometimes that can take a while. And as Guy will get into later, there are heat sensitive elements of this system up above in the hood that should automatically go off when there's a fire, but it can take a while because you have to reach a certain temperature up in this space before that'll activate. Now, this big red tank here, I'm willing to bet, is their fire suppression system. And you see the kitchen staff here don't quite know what to do to get that system to go off, and they resort to using water to try to smother the grease fire. If you know your physics, water plus a grease fire, unfortunately, does equal fireball. So it's really dangerous, and it's really important that the staff understand how to use their fire suppression system, how to go find the manual pull station, pull that pull station, and deploy the system, keep everybody safe, keep the building safe.